Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Adventure Check for a very special... What? Oh, I thought I heard somebody say something. For a very special... chocolate! As you can see, I am on the left hand of your screen tonight, because now I am captain. Look at me, I'm captain now. And we are here for a for a very special two-part one-shot. So I guess it's a two-shot. Because I couldn't contain myself when planning. And dude, please do not look at all those monsters I have planned. And so I'm glad to have, well, we are all glad to have you here tonight. I am going to be doing what Brian usually does and see how hard it is and how many things I forget tonight. So keep track of it and beat me up for it. But without any further ado, let us get to Dungeons Deep. We find we join our, hang on, there we go. We find our three companions in Rivendell, outside the last homely house. You three have been gathered and summoned here for a task. Enelya, you are the reason that these two have been summoned here, to aid you in your journey. And since it's been a while, would you care to introduce yourself? Oh, hang on. We have a problem. They can't hear you. You're not muted. It's something on my end. Give me 1 second. Okay, give me 1 second. I know how to fix this. We'll do that. And then we've had audio issues tonight, so I had to jury rig the music audio because BattleBio's is pooping on us. And the caster isn't working tonight. Okay, Lindsay, try talking. Nope. Why is that not working? Okay. No, they can only hear me, and I don't know why. What the fuck? Hang on. Oh, I've said it a lot. This is what I get for messing with my audio settings.
And I miss those days.
Can you hear me in Discord but not on Twitch? Is that it?
Yeah, they can hear you now.
Oh, hello? Friends?
Can you guys still hear music? You lot?
Yes.
Okay.
I can.
Yes.
Voices.
Fix the audio.
Voices.
Okay.
Hey. Hi, everybody.
Executive producer.
Lindsay, when you retire, please be a Walmart greeter.
No. I'll be a greeter
Because you'd
elsewhere.
be so good at it.
Okay,
Hi,
fine.
cuz.
Enelya, since you are the reason everyone's gathered here today on the front porch of the last homely house, home to Elrond, the rising sun peeking into the valley of Imladris, casting everything in a yellow-orange light, the gentle sounds of the waterfall nearby. Please reintroduce Enelya, since it's been a bit since we've met her.
Yes, for those who don't know Enelya, she was a companion traveling with Aracrin, Callan here, and Volley, and she's your polite, sometimes slightly naive, but at the same time very straight to the point Rivendell Elf. She knows how to fight and has a serious mind. You'll find her gathering lots of flowers to do her darndest to be an herbalist of sorts. But she always has her 2 scimitars and her armor on her. And she was last seen at Rivendell working on her blacksmithing endeavors, which is what brings us here today.
And alongside her, there is a figure not often seen in the Hidden Valley. A human. Finn, son of Farolf. Would you care to introduce yourself?
Hi. Name's Finn. I'm a barding, and I'm just here for a grand old fight.
What does
I'm
your
here to
character
kick
look
ass and
like?
take names. I'm about 6 foot, long blonde hair tied in the back, good full-size beard like our gracious DM over there, whoever that guy is. Cladded in armor, primarily got a full plating mail down my left arm, shield, sword, less armor on my sword arm for more free slashes and movement, and just look like your average soldier fighter, ready to go in and kick anything with sharp teeth and black armor.
And the final member of our party tonight, yet another elf, arrives on the front porch of the last homely house. Saras, would you care to introduce yourself if I'm saying that name right?
Close. Saras.
Saras.
You see a tall elf with medium length brown hair, and as he walks into Lord Elrond's home, you see him standing just off to the left of Enelya, that you note is just an inch or 2 taller than her. But as they stand side by side, you see their features are quite identical. For Saras is Enelya's older brother, the one who is almost the prodigy within the family and more praised from the parents, but is here upon request from his younger sister.
And with you, all 3 of you gathered on the veranda of Elrond's home, outside the main door, it slowly opens, revealing Elrond himself as he gestures for you all to come inside. And as you follow him, he takes you back to a room with a balcony that overlooks the stream that cuts through the valley, and there's a large round table in here. And there is a small box on the center of the table, and he gestures for you all to take a seat, and he says, "Please sit."
I graciously do.
Ah, yes, sir.
I give a small bow and sit.
I'll just kind of just plop on the chair.
Oh, gee.
You have all been summoned here for an important quest. Enelya here seeks to recover the lost smithing techniques of Celebrimbor.
Calibra who?
Celebrimbor. He is one of the renowned artificers.
Celebrimbor. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did. So as I recall, one of the great artificers of Aegeon, Lord Elrond.
He was. However, due to time and circumstance, his work has been lost. And Enelya here has already surpassed all we can offer here in Rivendell. So, she has offered and taken upon herself to try and recover his teachings. Lost in the depths of the Black Pit in Moria.
Enelya, is this really something you wish to pursue?
It is, brother. It's... This has been the one thing I've felt more complete in doing. You would understand.
Well, if you're willing to track down this knowledge, and at a great peril, then I shall be beside you. Whether it's for the knowledge or merely to keep you safe, I will be there.
Likewise. I can keep you safe too.
We'll see.
You too.
Well, that's precious and all.
You too have been chosen to accompany Enelya. Based on your skill. This fellowship must remain small to avoid detection from the hordes that inhabit Moria. And there are worse things in the deep dark of Moria besides orcs. The dwarves delved too greedily and too deep. They have awoken an ancient evil. A Balrog of Morgoth calls those halls its home. It is a giant being of fire and shadow, and your swords will not avail you should you come across it.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Do we have anything to help mask our movements against such a creature? If the dwarves are not yet willing to reclaim this land, seems quite a decision to send in 3 of us.
The small size of your party will aid you in avoiding detection when needed. The deeper you delve into the depths of Moria, the worse things are. Luckily, Celebrimbor's workshop was near the entrance. And should his workshop remain intact, that is where you will find what you are looking for. But I will not send you there empty-handed. And he reaches for the box, and he opens it, and reveals 5 vials of various liquid.
Ooh.
4 of them are a healing draught. These I've had specially made for this task. There are only 4 of them. Use them wisely.
Yes.
They will recover your strength upon ingesting them. And the last vial he pulls out and shows you. This is a vial of starlight. It will aid you in lighting up dark places. Should you need to see or scare off creatures of darkness, this light will come in handy. Although I do warn you against using it frivolously, for it will give away your position.
Of course.
He closes the box and pushes it toward you for one of you to take. He gives it to Enelya.
I'll take it. Vial of starlight.
And 4 healing drops.
I will split those. I'll have just 4 of them. I'll have each of us take 1, and I'll give the extra to Saras.
You all can see the text with these items, correct? Or do you just see the picture?
Yeah, I see the text.
Okay.
I see a text.
Excellent. Elrond nods. He says, "Unfortunately, that is all I can do to prepare you for your journey. The rest lies upon you. Your skill and your wisdom will see you through. Be quick, be quiet, be safe."
So, give a bow towards Elrond and thank him and Quenya.
He
Same.
inclines his head and he replies,
I'll just put a fist to my chest and give a slight bow too.
"The day is early. I suggest you begin your journey." And with that, he opens the door and gestures for you to leave.
Thank you, Lord Elrond. I appreciate the help in this.
If you recover the smithing techniques, it will be a boon for what I fear may yet come.
Understood.
And as you all leave the last homely house, the door shut below you, you find yourself once again on the veranda. The morning sun still rising, a day ahead of you. If there's anything you would like to see to in Rivendell before you depart, now would be the time.
I would very much like to see if anyone in Rivendell has any assortments of herbs prior to departing. Worst case, I'll look along the way, but I'll see if anyone here has them first.
Yeah, go ahead and give me... just give me an investigation check.
First roll of the night.
And it's Brian's!
And Paul gave me advantage already. So, I'll go ahead and...
Nice.
Yes, because Paul was like, because Brian never gets it.
Hey. True, technically, he's right. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna... There it is.
Oh my god!
First roll is a natural 20. Look at that. Brian coming out with those spicy
Oh my
rolls.
goodness.
Hot damn.
Yeah, so you are able to
I'm
find...
gonna want that back later.
You are able to find the herbs you're looking for, and you have been given special dispensation by Elrond to essentially requisition any supplies you need. So this won't cost you any money or anything. In general. What are you specifically looking for?
Athelas is at the top of my list because it would at least be abundant in this region. Anything after that would probably have been imported. specifically Shadowthorn and Water Lily.
Okay. I'll say you're able to find essentially enough herbs to attempt to craft 8 potions with that. And I will say 4 of those are going to be Athelas for sure. 4 of those have to be Athelas. The other 4 can be any combination of Athelas, Water Lily, or Shadowthorn.
Okay. And assuming I prep them now before we leave, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
Is there anything else anyone wishes to do before you depart?
Let me see here. I would like to purchase some more rations, maybe. Yeah, wouldn't hurt.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna say, because this is only a one shot, I'm not gonna count rations against you. We're gonna just say you have enough rations for a trip there and back again.
Oh, okay. Then, I think, based on what Enelya still has in her inventory, I think I'm pretty good. Yeah. I'm pretty set.
Excellent. What about you, Finn?
I'm all set to go.
Excellent. With that,
Am I muted? No, I'm not muted. Okay, yeah, I'm all set to go.
you all begin your journey. The first part leg of this journey is going to be a journey to the entrance of Moria, as you guys travel south along the Misty Mountains, on the western side of them, leaving the Valley of Imladris. I'm going to need one of you to be a guide, one of you to be a scout/hunter, and one of you to be a lookout. Who is what?
I could be the scout and hunter.
I can be the look.
The lookout.
I'll be the guide.
Okay then, Enelya, go ahead and give me an embarkation roll.
The older brother, the older brother simply goes, "No, I will take that role."
What? Don't trust my eyes?
It's not that I don't trust your eyes, it's just that I've spent plenty of time with Elrond and Elro here recently, so
Ah,
I am more attuned to keeping an eye out for goblins and
see.
orcs.
alright. I don't know how to do this embarkation roll. Do you guys? Because I had it as a button for Nayla.
I do. I have it in front of me. It is
I am so sorry.
It is. I just gotta find it. It's a D12 modified by your survival proficiency bonus plus half your wisdom bonus.
So, okay. D12 modified. What?
So it's gonna be a D12 plus whatever bonus you have by your survival check. So go ahead, we'll make it easy. Roll a survival check and add half your wisdom to that roll.
Do I round up?
Well, actually, hang on. I might have told you wrong. I totally did.
That's fine.
Yeah, so there's your plus 6. So roll D12 plus 6 plus half your wisdom mod.
Okay.
If I'm reading this correctly, and if I'm not,
Oops.
oh well, it's a one shot.
Hold on. Let me actually 1d12 plus 6 plus half my wisdom mod is round down. So uno.
Okay. So 14.
Right, half my wisdom mod. Yeah, is 1. Okay.
Okay. So you all leave out in relatively high spirits especially given your task that has been laid before you. You
Sounds fine.
and as you journey south, you see ancient ruins, long forgotten, and glorious statues here and there that remind you of ages past. And the sun filtering through the sun as it illuminates the landscape, and you all remark on its beauty. So you guys are going to have advantage on checks you make during this journey.
Ooh.
At least on initial events that happen. If they proceed past the initial rolling, we'll see what happens. Okay. But as you guys get closer and closer to Moria, you see the ground becomes less green. There's more rock outcroppings as you're taking them on a direct route. Will the lookout please go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage?
27.
Nice.
Whoa.
So as you look south,
That was a nat 19.
in the direction you're traveling, you see a dark cloud moving against the wind. And as you look closer, you see that it is a large flock of many black birds.
Would I know potentially what they're used for, or would I just understand that it might just be just a migration of birds?
Roll me a shadow lore check.
Is this also advantage?
This is going to be a straight roll.
Okay. Oh, that one's not a good one. 12.
I'll say at the very least, you know forces of shadow do use beasts sometimes as spies. Specifically, you can't recall specific examples, but you do know that is a possibility. You do have time to react before they are upon you, but they are coming directly toward you.
Word of caution, we should hide.
Scout,
Okay.
Get under the brush, off the road.
What, why?
Now's not the time to debate it if we're urged on. Hide.
Alright. Okay, hide we do.
Scout, go ahead and give me a survival check with advantage to find a suitable hiding spot for everybody.
Alright, this is my first roll of the night.
Oh, whoops.
There we
I heard
go.
Scout. I don't know why I rolled. Ignore that.
Oh, I thought that was my roll. I went, damn it.
It is your
Seven.
roll.
Yeah, 17 still good.
Okay,
Can I take the 21 instead?
everybody go ahead and give me a stealth check now.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh.
Finn, as he tells you to hide, you quickly look at the landscape trying to find a good place to hide, and you point out some rock outcroppings you see up ahead. And so you all dash and try to hide and make yourself small under these rock outcroppings. And after a few minutes pass, you hear the flapping of wings as they spin around above you in the air. You can hear them. They go past where you're hiding a little bit before they circle around a little bit more before they return back the way they came. And after a few more minutes pass, you can no longer see them.
Alright, we should be clear.
Gonna pop out and like
Oh.
brush off whatever like leaves or sticks that are on me.
Also, I'm
So,
a little.
What were those?
Honestly, I'm not sure. All I know is they were heading for us, and it's not out of the realm of possibilities for the agents of the enemy to use beasts as spies.
Hmm.
Rather be safe than sorry.
Oh, well, that's a lovely thing to think about.
Enelya, you alright?
Of course. Are you?
Never better. Now, come on. We should probably press on.
I am trying to remember my character. It's been a while.
A couple more days pass. And you're getting very close to where you assume the entrance to be, and you actually are taken by a road that travels south. A very not heavily traveled road, but you do see there's a little cart with a man on it, and being pulled by a couple of horses, just making its way down the road. And as he gets closer to you, he looks up and he nods and he says, "Oh, travelers, I did not expect to see such a armed group making their way south."
Do I recognize this person in any capacity?
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
I'll give you advantage because it's a new encounter.
Okay. 26.
You do not.
Okay. Hail, wanderer, Megavanen. What brings you this far?
I'm just bringing some goods for trade up to Bree.
What direction did you come from?
I came from the Gap of Rohan.
Ah, that is a far journey.
That's a far way indeed.
It is, but the men of Bree will pay good money for what I carry.
Did you notice anything on your way here? Were the roads safe?
The road seemed safe enough, although there was a strange flock of birds. Oh
I
gosh,
saw them a ways off.
that scared me.
What sound bit got played?
You going, you fucker.
Excellent. Yeah, we saw those same flocks of birds as well. Well, I wish you safe journeys. Hopefully, Bree is warm and receiving of you.
Well, I appreciate that very much. He inclines his head and he says, "Safe journeys wherever you travel, friends." And he gives his horses a little oomph, and they begin trotting further along. And
Rohan. That is a mighty far way away.
I'd like to travel there myself one day.
It'd be a nice place to visit.
If rolling prairies are your idea of a nice place, then sure.
It's more of...
I just like to travel.
Yes, agreed. It's more of just the lore of the road.
I see what you did there.
Haha.
Be wary, sister, for the road will only beckon for so long until the seas start calling us.
I understand. That's why I make do with the time I have. Doing, as you know, doing what I aim to do and want to do.
Well, that is what brings us this far south, does it not?
It does. Good to see you again.
And to you. It's been 2-3 centuries?
maybe 4. I don't remember.
I lost count.
I'll say, Finn kind of like props up. How old are you two?
I am 623. Or is it 27? I think I lost count somewhere. Let me
I'm
check
pushing-
my
I'm pushing 700 myself.
623. I was right the first time.
Imagine having a brother 80 years older
Finn.
than you.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
Finn just goes,
Doesn't look a day older than you.
Finn just goes, fucking hell.
Oh, how old are you?
30.
Aw.
How old are you? 16!
Let's go get him.
So, you all travel a couple more days journey, and the road eventually becomes less of a road and more just a path that hasn't seen many footsteps. But the broken stone that make the path, you can still peek around tufts of grass and the earth that is trying to reclaim it. And this path kind of winds in a semicircular pattern up to what seems to be a sheer cliff face. And the sun is beginning to set at this point, just highlighting the lands in twilights and deep oranges and reds. And the shadows grow longer. And as you ascend to the top of this path, it just ends after crossing a short stream. And what you see is a sheer cliff face. And there is a pool that is a pool of water that is completely still, perfectly still, almost like a mirror when you look at it. And you see around the edge of the water there are lots of shards of stone and rock, and many flat circular rocks as well, that have just been worn down with water and time. But the road ends here.
Just look over to Enelya. Well, I don't suppose in your research you know where to go from here, do you?
Is there? Yes. Do I happen to know anything about
I would
some
say,
sort of message?
since you prepped for this, Enelya, you would know of the secret door to Moria.
Oh.
And that if you wait for the light of the moon, it will illuminate itself, and you will be able to see the entrance.
From this standpoint?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, well, we wait here till nightfall till we have the light of the moon, and that's where the door will be revealed.
Then I suppose we make camp.
I can gather wood and make a fire.
We should probably ensure that
I can grab some wood, hunt some food.
Alright.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, then while you two are doing that, then I suppose it leaves me to make sure that there's no orc or goblin about.
Yes, that would... Let's not try to get ambushed while we're here.
And I'm going to grab the spear on my back and take it off, and you see it's a pretty much bronze-like handle, glittered in like silver and gold inlays, with Quenya written all over it, and then the blade itself is a very silver-esque metal, which just seems to have a very sharp and almost luminescent sheen to it, but it doesn't actually glow on its own.
Ooh.
Nice.
So,
I'm gonna make fire.
Enelya, you're making fire. Go ahead. Finn, you're gathering wood, right?
Yes.
Go ahead and we'll start with Finn then. Give me a survival check, Finn. Also, I should have had you roll on arrival, because that is the end of the first journey, if you want to do that really quick, Enelya.
All right. Remind me again what that was.
It is a D8.
Come on, survival.
Just a 1d8.
Sorry, my roll is taking a second to go
That's
through.
okay. 1.
Well. That might not bode well. I don't know.
I'm gonna hit that one more time. Oh crap! I sent 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So while you did have enough rations to get here, they weren't good rations. And you feel the pangs of hunger gnawing relentlessly. And you realize you kind of ate more rations than you planned to on the way down, and you're dangerously low if you keep eating at a regular pace, so you do have to go without if you're going to have enough for the return journey. You all can take 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, this is a great. Oh.
Wait, all of us?
Yeah, all of us.
Rude.
The whole kingdom of Arnor for some land is about now.
But with your survival check, Finn, you
I don't want to know.
you're unable to find any trees around here for wood, but you do find there appears to be an old dead log just floating near the edge of the pond.
So I just go, ha!
And so
I'm gonna take the log and run back like a triumphant boss.
you grab the log. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay, quick question. Are we in the wilderness?
Yes.
Maybe. Okay, so my perception is doubled.
Okay. I'll do
For
the math
natural
on that.
watchfulness.
Oh, natural
Oh,
one.
thank God I doubled that.
You
Don't matter.
you don't see anything. You grab the wood, and as you grab the wood, the water.
I'm so
you
excited. I got wood!
You send ripples out across this still pond that seem to reach the other side, and then they bounce back, and it kind of breaks the peace and the stillness that was this pond. But you found some wood for a fire. Enelya, go ahead and give me a survival check to see if you can start a fire with some damp wood.
Oh, okay. What'd I get?
You got a natural
Hey!
20. Let's go.
Nice.
Because you got a natural 20, I'm going to say not only are you able to start a fire, but it is a comfortable fire. And you all can recover 1 exhaustion point.
Oh!
Didn't last long, but then she got a natural 20, so I'll give that to you.
Nice.
Fire. Now we can just rest until nightfall.
Did anyone else want to do anything while you rested?
Yes, I was checking to see if there was any threats nearby.
Okay,
Orc,
I'll let you
goblin,
make
anything.
I'll let you make either a perception or a survival check.
Okay. Perception it is. 18.
You don't see any signs of any orcs or goblins about. But something does catch your eye. Beneath the surface of the water, you see what looks like almost maybe an eel. Hard to tell. Just slither just the around the way the light catches it as the sun is setting.
Well, that's peculiar.
And as the sun continues to set, you cannot see into the pond any longer as it becomes an inky void. But
Wow.
as the sun sets, the moonlight appears, and as it does, you see the glowing blue design appear on the sheer face of the cliff.
There. See that?
I do. A bit hard to miss, but nothing I would have seen in the daylight, that's for sure.
Oh, this is exciting. You see Enelya start to get a little kind of jumpy, and she gets right on her feet, makes sure she packs her things, and she starts heading over there already.
And as you go over there, you see there's some elven script written on the door. And it says, "Speak friend and enter."
Oh.
At this point, I walk up alongside her. Anon edvahelen edrohiaman.
Take some inspiration, Brian, for looking that up.
Woo!
Oh, honestly, I assumed he knew that already.
I know some Quenya.
Oh, big deal.
So
Big flex much?
because you both can read it, if you Lindsay, so one of you can go ahead and give me a riddle check, or one of you can do it at advantage if you receive help.
Me.
I didn't study this, and
Enelya's already like flipping through all of her notes, and she's like, oh yes, puzzles.
The password has been lost. You do not have the password to open this door, but you know it requires one.
Let's see. And she's just rummaging through
14.
and kind of thinking.
You try.
Darn, that's...
You try a few words, and none of them seem to work. And then Sarah, I'm gonna struggle with your name. Sorry.
for what it's worth, don't blame me on that one.
Maybe I should have kept it to what I originally had it as then.
you have a stroke of inspiration, and you're like, oh, what if it's just asking for the elven word for friend?
Melon.
The doors open inward, and the blue light disappears. As
Celebrimbor for a poet.
Enelya's standing there going, da 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 da, huh? Oh.
I wish I knew what you two were saying.
Everybody roll initiative.
I totally could have gotten that too. No big deal. As she stuffs her journal back in her bag.
I'm not saying.
Should I put myself? Should I put myself like on the map or something?
Yep. Just put yourself on this. This is gonna be a little bit theater of mind.
I like theater of mind.
Where'd I go?
Oh, thank
Where did
God.
I go?
Well, +1 to my initiative, and I got an 18.
What'd I get?
Hmm.
A 4!
Not the natural 20.
Hey!
Wow!
Hey, you
Let's
guys
keep
are
this
rolling
up.
really well tonight.
Let's keep this up!
Finn, I have to manually add you. That's fine.
I got a nat 1 earlier, so yeah, it's fine. I don't know why my guy didn't appear on the map. Oh wait, there he is. Last second. Sorry.
That's fine.
I said, do you want me to roll initiative again? So he's on
No,
there.
I just manually
Okay,
added
that's
you.
fine.
It's fine.
Baller.
Finn, you're up first. You
That's
have
fine,
no
I'm gonna
idea what's
contribute.
going on. So, you lose your turn to being surprised.
What the fuck is that?
You don't see anything yet. Your backs are all turned.
Oh.
Well, maybe not yours,
Oh,
Finn.
okay.
Because I don't know if you were looking at the door.
To be fair, I was just like looking around. I wasn't like looking at any set area.
Mm-hmm. So I'll say you're still surprised because you didn't expect it, but you're the first one to see it, Finn. You see a roiling mass of tentacles just break the surface of the pond and start flailing about. You see him reaching for the two elves in your party.
The fuck?
Saeris, you are surprised. The Watcher is going to make some attacks.
The Watcher.
Watcher in the water.
It's gonna make 2 attacks, one against each of our elves. 34 and 19 to hit.
They both, whichever one's
Yeah.
at me, it hits.
Okay, they both hit you?
Same.
Okay. So Enelya, you will take 17 points of bludgeoning damage. And
Oh.
Saeris, you will take 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
Half hit points, let's go!
And,
oh my god, what?
The third attack is going to go ahead and smack at Finn, dealing 26 to hit
Ooh.
for 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jeez, Matt. I'm sorry. What did you say?
My leg.
12.
What?
Did you say I took 12?
No, you took 17.
I took 17. Okay, sorry. I had a
That's okay.
massive
I
brain
took 23 bludgeoning.
Yep.
Ow.
As these tentacles just slap at you, and they're beginning to reach and wrap around you. This creature is going to try and grab you in a moment. But that brings us to Enelya's turn. Unfortunately, you are surprised, which brings us to Finn. It's your turn. You're not surprised. The door into Moria is open, and you see these massive tentacles. At this point, you see a large head popping out. And you know what? I really should. This is going to be a theme throughout this entire game. Well, I forget to play the right music, even though I have it all written out.
Give me 1 second. My roll 20 crashed on me for a brief second. To stand by, so like him, Finn just standing there with a sword, just kind of like you see like a little circle above him, buffering. Oh, dang it. Okay, there we go. It's starting to come back in. Okay, so needless to say, I'm gonna swing at one of the tentacles that was.
I'm going to tell you, because I'm gonna be a nice DM.
Okay.
Flee, you fool! Fly, you fool!
You think if you get inside the mine, the creature won't be able to reach you?
Okay, so how far away am we from the door?
I'm gonna say if you use all your movement, you can get inside, but you will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna. Can I use my action to disengage and run like hell?
You can.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna use my action to kind of like parry off the tentacle in front of me, disengage, and I'm gonna bolt for the door like a little bitch.
You guys just see Finn dive into the darkness of the mines. There is no light within the mines. It is completely dark.
Yeah, so is my heart.
Oof.
That brings us to Saeris.
Yeah. I will. I'm assuming I'm in a very similar situation.
Yes, you
even though
all
it's
are.
Probably. Yeah. I will also use my action to disengage, and I will get just on the threshold of the door and turn around in a defensive stance to try and cover Enelya's retreat.
Okay. Which brings us to the Watcher. Enelya.
Cool. Bring it.
It's gonna
How
try.
many?
It's gonna try and grapple you.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Go ahead and give me a acrobatics or athletics check. Your choice.
All right.
So you all see Enelya gauging the situation, just shaking off the surprise of being slammed by a massive tentacle, and before she can gather her thoughts and what she should do next, another tentacle sneaks up along the ground and wraps around her from her ankles to her shoulders. And I don't know what happened to the music. It just cut off right in my mid-description.
Brown birds.
Oh, it was just buffering, I guess. And as it does, it picks you up, and you see it begin to pull her into the water away from the doors to the mine.
Uh-oh.
That brings us to you, Enelya.
Okay, can I,
I'm assuming I can't say anything since it's not my turn.
You could say something quick.
The light!
Oh. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen this movie.
Nothing to do with the movie.
Oh wait, oh no, that's right.
Absolutely
No, I
nothing
was
to do
thinking
with the
about cutting
movie.
off tentacles. Yeah, okay. If I pulled out that vial of starlight, what does that indicate as? Is that
It's free
bonus
action. It's a free action to pull it out, and it's a reaction to activate it.
All right, I'm gonna start. I'll start with that then, and see
Okay.
what happens.
So you pull it out, and you speak the Elvish command phrase, and as you do, as if a star from the night sky has come down to you, a beacon of light floods the short area around you, and a 10-feet sphere around you. It's so bright you have to squint, Enelya, or you risk burning your retinas. And for another, for 20 feet around, it's almost just like daylight. And then beyond that, it gets dim light to darkness. But as the creature is pulling you into its beak as it opens, and you see a tongue writhe, as you shed the light, it shies away, flinging its tentacles around, and it's gonna go ahead and take you, Enelya, and it's just gonna throw you. It's gonna yeet you.
I'll take that, I guess.
Yeet.
And since you're in the doorway, Saeris, I need both of you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay. I'm not very dexterous. Heh.
The siblings.
Okay, so you're standing in the doorway and you're trying to figure out what to do, Saeris. But you call out the light and you see it happen, and you kind of shy yourself, and the next thing you know, you see a silhouette, a smaller silhouette begin just to go rapidly bigger as Enelya crashes into you. And you both take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you're just knocked within the mines right where Finn is. And as you're both knocked in there, as you pull yourselves up and look up, you see the tentacles withdraw into the water, disappearing.
That was exciting. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. And I move off of him.
Thank you.
Are you all right? Is everyone all right?
Can we close the door?
My leg.
I'm gonna close the door.
Yeah, you can close it from the inside, and you can see it's designed to be opened from the inside easily as well. But as you close it, it is completely dark, and at this point, the vial of starlight has dimmed completely and is no longer glowing at all. So those of you who do not have dark vision, which is the only man amongst the group, you can't see anything.
I gotta stop picking human characters.
The elves can barely make out what's in their vicinity, but what is in your vicinity is a whole lot of nothing.
Looks like now we have to brave the long dark of Moria.
Finn's just gonna yell, "It's dark."
All right. If we can just give me 10 minutes, that would be great. And assuming everyone's going to let me just sit here for 10 minutes.
Yeah, do we need a short rest already?
I know I do.
I told you all.
Holy crap.
I am going to take 10 minutes and use my
What if we all died right there?
Then that'd be the end of the one shot. GG.
That would be
Thanks
it.
for coming, everybody.
And I will heal
Thanks
for
for coming, everyone.
29 hit points.
Oh, good thing you brought a healer.
I know. Good thing I made him a healer in her backstory.
I mean, I could have multi-classed them into anything
That's
if I wanted
fair. No, not without my permission.
But are you guys ready to push on then?
to.
Oh, I think so. It was only 10 minutes, right? We weren't.
Yeah, that's all I took.
All right. Yeah. I will start to slowly and quietly walk forward and do my best to figure out what I can see ahead.
So what you see ahead is you're in a pretty large-ish room, probably like 20 feet tall, 40 by 40, and there's just sets of stairs that go up into a doorway, and it's just pitch black beyond the doorway.
Sister,
Yes.
come here real quick. You too, Finn. I know you can't see me, but follow the sound of my soothing voice.
Is there like something in here like I could like just bump into?
Yeah. You bump into a wall sconce, and you right on the head of just a corner piece of metal.
Okay, so you're just gonna hear a like if I actually follow the sound of my voice, you're just gonna hear a ow.
Oh, sorry, I must have been throwing my voice. Apologies.
Fuck.
And I'm going to
I'm gonna keep
reach into my
walking. I'm gonna like trip over something a little bit.
I'm going to reach into my pack and pull out 3 salves and hand one to Enelya and one to Finn. These are Shadowthorn, the salves.
There we go.
Yes. Drink them now, and for the next 3 days, we should be just that much more quiet here. We don't want to be waking whatever's down here. Alright?
I heard
Wonderful.
what's outside. I don't want to know what's down here.
Oh, we already know what's down here.
Just so you know, before you drink those, Misty, go ahead. I mean, not Misty. I'm so used to calling you Misty from a Monday game. Enelya. Since you've been the guide, go ahead and just give me a survival check.
All right. 16.
You know Moria is a very big place, and if you were just to walk from doorway to doorway, that alone is a 4-day journey, you calculate. So there's a chance you might, hopefully you don't have to, but there's a chance you might be in here longer than 3 days.
Okay. Well, hopefully we won't be down here longer than the effects would be taking place.
Also, everybody, sorry about the music. It just keeps cutting out. BattleBards is just pooping tonight, and I've done everything I can for it. The
But
music,
there's nothing I can do.
yeah, the music just keeps stopping to buffer, and it's not on my end.
Well, Elrond said that the old workshop should just be on the just by the entrance. Do you know where we're going?
You do know where you're going, Enelya. Actually, you do have a map to his workshop in your research. And to his workshop is only a day's journey. But it is still a full day's journey to get there.
Gotcha. By entrance, it means it's still a full day to get through, so it will be like this for a little bit.
It's your excursion. We can drink these now or later.
What would you two prefer?
I would prefer to get in and out as quickly as possible.
Agreed. I can't fucking see.
Very well, let's give these a drink. They can only help then if we're especially trying to be expedient in this.
These are the only 3 I have, so...
Bottoms up.
You all drink the Shadowthorn potion, gaining advantage on stealth checks for 3 days.
Hey.
Sweet.
Yay, support class.
Yay. This starts our second journey.
Fun.
Go ahead and give me another. I'm gonna assume you all take the same rolls.
Oh, wait, what is this I have? What
Yeah.
does read myself do? Fudge.
Yes, I will retain lookout.
Okay. I guess I'll keep being the guide then.
I
Okay.
mean, in all fairness, you have a map.
That's true.
Go ahead and give me an embarkation roll, Lindsay.
Okie dokies. Oh, that's what those do. What was that? That was a D12 plus 6 plus 1. 10.
10. Okay, so 10 gives you fitting, hidden from shadow. The halls you take around the entrance of Moria seem relatively abandoned by all life. As you go up the short stairs that you see at first through the dark doorway, by the way, unless you guys light a torch, Finn ain't seen shit. He's holding on to someone's hand.
Does anybody have a torch? I didn't even think about that.
Let me check my inventory because I don't know if I do or not.
I'll say if you don't, you each have at least one torch in preparation for a journey you knew you were taking to an underground mine that's been abandoned. Nicknamed the Black Pit.
I have a backpack and winter traveling gear.
Not even winter.
How the fuck do I not have a torch? Okay, I don't have a torch.
You all
I
can
don't
take one torch.
Okay. Look at the nice DM.
It's your risk to light it or not.
That's fair.
Okay. But as you go through this dark doorway, you see it immediately opens up into a large cavern. I'm talking, it's so tall you can't see it. You just see the support pillars that are 20 by 20 just rising up into the darkness. And it just stretches on all sides of you into darkness. And you have to use the pillars, which some of them have old runes carved on them, to help direct you. But with the Shadowthorn potion and the apparent emptiness of these halls, you feel pretty safe for now. And if you should notice anything, you should see it coming. As you journey a little bit, you end up finding a small alcove created by a pillar having collapsed and some rubble collapsing around it. The scout can go ahead and give me an investigation check.
In the words of one of my companions, that's me. What was it again? Sorry, I was just
Investigation.
I was more obsessed trying to imitate Lindsay on that one. Investigation. Got it. Okay. Got it. I got it. I kind of got it.
However, while this could make a good spot to camp and rest, it's been a few hours. You decide against it, and you decide to push on. The rubble doesn't look sturdy.
Well, we probably do need to find some place where we can rest. I know we've been adventuring all day, and it's got to be well into night by now, if not early morning.
If you want, you can choose. I said you walked past it, but you can choose to stay here. It will offer some protection.
What do you two think?
If it offers some protection, I'm not against it.
I will defer to the expertise of the scout.
Scout, what is your decision?
I say, with it providing a little cover, I say we chill out here.
Okay. You guys are able to go ahead, and if you choose to, you can take a long rest, but that's a part of your day. So It won't set you back if you take a long rest here.
Please.
Do you take a long rest or a short rest?
Can we take a long one? Wanna
It's
kind
your
of got
call.
beaten up by that thing.
I
What
don't
do you
want to hear it.
guys
I had
think?
8 hit points left.
I'm sorry.
I think a short would suffice.
I think so too, because I don't want to completely waste
Well,
the Shadowthorn salve that was just initiated.
Also, I don't want to spend much longer in here than we have to.
okay, so you all can take a short rest in safety here. None of you have to keep watch. You're given enough cover.
Okay.
So go ahead and recover any features you get from recovering a short rest and spend hit dice.
Alrighty. Right, she has 2 different types of hit die. Oh my god. Let's do...
Oh, at least I get my healing die back.
Let's see if the music wishes to cooperate again. After
I had that level of immersion really weighs on you.
yeah. After I'll let you guys roll, but I'll continue narrating. After your short rest, you push on. And as you do, you begin to draw close to where the workshop should be, and you see there's an archway carved, and on either side of the archway you see 2 large dwarven statues that seem to be holding the entire mine on their shoulders. Everybody can make an insight or investigation check of your choice.
Oh, come on! Really?
Hey.
A 2 and a 3?
Okay, so I gotta go back.
Did you have advantage?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got an 8 and a 9.
So
Am I the only one who didn't have advantage? Not aware.
No, none of you had advantage.
That's what I
Oh,
was
well,
saying. I was
yeah.
like, wait, did I miss something?
Sorry, no, it was, I have it as autumn. Oh, that's gotta be in the settings. Right. I'll change that.
But, Finn, you are the only one who is genuinely impressed by this. And you,
Not bad.
and it draws on wonder from you. And I'm gonna say, what's your current hit points? Are you maxed out?
Yeah. After a long rest,
Okay.
I'm
Well,
maxed.
it was a short rest.
Short rest.
Oh, it is short.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
took short, so spend some hit dice.
Oh, sorry. I thought we took a long one. That is my beat.
But you know what? I'm
sorry.
gonna you go ahead and get inspiration for this, Finn.
Yeah.
However,
Gains for days.
the elves in this party, this does not bring you hope. This brings you some despair at what once was and what has been lost. To shadow. The 2 elves can gain a level of exhaustion.
Oh boy. Well, since we are stopping for the moment here, I can at least share these then. I give
Music.
Saros and Finn each a reed mace salve. Because I still had that.
And what does this do?
These.
Oh, that will keep you awake.
Wait. Hold on. I made the salve. Applying reed mace salve. Oh, applying reed mace salves to wounds allows a character to immediately recover 2 hit dice.
Ooh.
So, in terms of mechanics, you can recover 2 hit dice that were used for that short rest.
Oh, you made this type of salve, not the other one.
Yes, I can't make the other one.
Well, had you studied a bit longer, I'm sure you would have.
Go ahead and place your tokens on the map as you guys finish, and go ahead and roll for arrival, Enelya, as you arrive at
Okay.
Celebrimbor's workshop.
Oh, brother, always the optimist in from things of the past.
As we arrive, I'm gonna try and be as sneaky as possible
Give me
to
a
not
stealth
trick
check with
anything else in here.
advantage.
It's a straight roll with exhaustion.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second though before you roll that. I have to read the arrival.
I think I know what this one is, if I remember how it worked for.
It can change.
Yeah, because
Does
it
it?
changes with modifiers on
Aw.
the DM side. So
Yeah.
Dang.
Players can't know everything. It's how you police metagaming.
I wasn't trying to metagame. I was just trying to be
Wee woo.
hopeful.
right.
I was trying to be hopeful.
You are determined, Enelya. So next time you make an embarkation roll, you can add an extra 1 to it. So write that down.
Hey, I will.
So it'll be a straight roll.
Alright.
I just wanted to make sure there was nothing that
Yep.
would. Oh gosh.
Yep.
Yeah, you think you're stealthy, but actually no. You know you're not stealthy because as you push forward, trying to be stealthy, I'm gonna say you start walking across this bridge that opens up to a chasm below you. That has been torn asunder in the stonework. You accidentally kick a bucket that goes donk, 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 donk,
Fool of a took.
donk.
All the references.
Who's a took?
Huh? What?
What did you take?
Nothing.
Alright.
But do you guys have a torch lit? That would make a difference here.
I still do.
Okay. So with a lit torch,
Because I can't fucking see.
you can see pretty much the rest of this cavern that leads to the workshop proper.
Anybody care to lead the way?
I suppose I can.
This is your journey, sister.
let's-
No, please.
Right. Give me one. Here we go. Down this way. I'm gonna
That
try
was
to be
me.
quiet. That's you.
It was me you moved, sister.
My...
Stop
Hello.
touching me, sister.
I'm not touching.
I will shove you down into this chasm, I swear.
I'm not. It's so awful.
Only if you
Fin-
take it that way.
I'm trying to.
Enelya.
I am.
Finn just goes, "What the hell have I gotten into?"
I am trying to be sneaky.
You can roll me a straight stealth
I was gonna
check.
say, all right.
I will. That's what I was gonna say until I realized I moved. Oh, fudge. Saros. Yeah. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna try to peek through
Okay,
around the corner.
give me a
I
perception
am
check.
following.
Oh, that nat 20.
So you see there's a long hallway with several doors.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, you don't see anything else. You see there's some ancient almost like rotted bells that line the halls.
So it seems.
Yeah, that's all you see right now.
Okay. I'm going to carefully and quietly go this way and try to look over here. Did you say they're doors?
Yes, there are doors.
I'm going to try to press my ear against the door to see if I hear anything, just in case.
Go ahead and give me another perception check.
Oh, why am I exhausted?
The
Ah,
journey
that's
rules.
better.
Statues.
The journey rules can be tough.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything on the other side of this door. You open it.
I'm going to open it just a crack to try to take a peek.
You take a peek and you
Squee.
see from your angle, you see there looks like a desk with some sort of old parchment on it, and there's also a bed.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna open it the rest of the way?
Do I, it's not lit, is it?
No, everything's dark.
This place is
Bring the
abandoned.
party.
Huh?
It's like this place is abandoned.
You don't know. I'll open it a little more to try to poke my head through.
Okay. You see into the room, and this appears to be a bedroom with a work desk and a chest in it. But the chest seems smashed in, and whatever contents it once held is gone. I don't know if that actually revealed it.
It did not.
I don't know why.
Unless it's being really slow.
Did that
Anything,
reveal it?
sister?
Not
I
in
think it's just
here.
hiding it more.
Not what I see.
It's
I'm
unfurling
hidden. Ah,
Why-
I'm gone. I'm getting
Why
eaten
is
by
it
darkness.
still?
The darkness is spreading.
There we go.
Hey, I'm back.
Sometimes Roll20 glitches out. We have it set to reveal, but it's just hides.
Yeah.
And so you have to like reset it. But yeah.
Nothing.
Well, if she went in, then I'm going to go there.
Okay.
Nothing in here from what I see.
I'm gonna follow my elf friends. I could see, like, I still have my torch, but it's like it's dark.
Just to have tie a rope around one of us so he can just have like a.
Oh wait, you have rope.
Not getting tied.
Hold on.
It's all right. You can tie it around my wrist if you would like.
No. What kind of man would I be if I'm just afraid of the dark? Just want to be able to see is all.
I never said you were afraid. I just figured you needed a guide.
Don't worry, Finn.
No,
In
just
here long enough.
just a,
and we
just a.
anger anything, it'll be the light that's in here that we'll have to be afraid of.
Oh. Well then.
I'm going to go across and try the other door.
Okay, it's unlocked. Do you just open it?
I'm gonna do the same routine.
Perception
Press my
check.
ear against it. Yeah, okay. 13?
You don't hear anything in this room either.
Okay, then I'm gonna open it just a crack.
Okay, you see this room appears to be mostly beds from what you can see. Do you open it the rest of the way?
If I don't think there's anything there, yeah.
Okay. You open it up and this is just more beds.
Is there anything else within the room, like loose pieces of parchment or something?
No, in the previous room there were some on the desk, and also these beds in here seem smaller. These beds seem like they were designed for dwarves, where the previous room seemed full-size beds.
Okay. Oh, if I totally realized, if they had other pieces of parchment, I'm gonna go to that other room and try to read them.
Okay.
Whee!
These parchment, they're very old, but they are written in Elvish.
Oh.
And they appear to be, more or less a list of smithing supplies, located here for the parts you can read, located here at the workshop. Thanks, BattleBards. I still gotta do that. Still gotta do their ad spot.
Oh, well, it is less likely that they are still here, but we may find some other supplies from the workshop.
Well, I can guarantee Celebrimbor's not here.
let's keep looking. I'm gonna be like, whoa, check this door, check
Another
all the
perception
doors.
check.
Oh god.
You want to do it with every door.
Finch is going.
Oh, the duality of Enelya. That's the natural one there because you have disadvantage because you're exhausted.
Oh.
You don't hear anything. In fact, you are 100% confident nothing wrong is in this room.
All right, well, I'm excited and exploring, so I'll just open the door.
More dwarven beds.
Oh, okay. And the other way.
Give me a perception check.
Oh my god. I'm so sad about that nat 20.
You don't hear anything here either.
All right, I'll open the door.
This appears to be a storeroom.
Oh, I checked for supplies based on the documents that I was reading.
It doesn't take you long. You don't even have to roll a check. You spend some time checking for supplies, and you find that all the supplies that were here have been taken. All the boxes and crates have been broken into, have been shattered, rotted away, and you can find some scraps of what used to be here, but most of it seems to have been taken elsewhere.
Oh, well, it was worth a shot. I suppose.
There's one more room to check.
This one up ahead?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna press my ear against
If
the
you
door.
want, there's enough.
Will...
I was gonna say there's enough space here for 2 people to listen in.
Yeah, I was gonna essentially mirror her and actually like do the same thing.
So either both of you can roll,
I'm
or
gonna
one
be
of you
just
can
like
roll with
looking behind
advantage.
with my torch.
What did you say? Roll.
Like,
Okay.
One of you can roll a
Those
straight
two are doing
roll,
their thing,
or
I
you
might as
can
well
both
look
roll separately with disadvantage.
Okay, I guess I'm not gonna do it. All right.
Sorry.
Great job, sister. I don't have a +8 for that.
You don't
Fine,
hear.
you can roll next time.
You don't hear anything in this room. You open the door.
We just look at each other and sort of shrug and just like, open up.
Yep.
Okay, so you open it up. This appears to be the workshop proper.
Open sesame.
There's a large table. You see, there's anvil. There's a place for books and texts and tomes, and you see the books all seem here. The anvil's still here. The tools mostly seem to be here. There are tools here. You don't know if it's all of them or not. You can go ahead and give me an investigation check though.
Okay. Oh, it's not that great. Oh, jeez.
So this isn't as big of a pass or fail as it is how much time you spend looking around, because this is the workshop. This is what you came for. You're not just gonna give it a cursory glance.
No, not at all.
Some things you do notice: many of the tools are missing, like the supplies were in the previous room. However, most of the books and texts are here. But after poring over them, you realize that there is one crucial text missing for you to actually learn the skill. It has been removed from here, and you can't find it. Everybody, roll me a perception check.
Oh, it's not here.
Ben.
Oh god.
Ooh, Finn gets an 18. Okay.
I'm legal.
So the elves are surprised.
Oh my god.
But Finn, since a combination of you staying back and having your torch and just keeping an eye out and things, and not being exhausted, there's some chairs that are around the table, and they move on seemingly on their own. But then you see a small shape appear under the table and begin
What kind of shape?
A little goblin begins to just try and dart out. You are not surprised, but it will just try to run past you, but that will provoke an attack of opportunity if you want.
Yes, I will take it. I will beat him with my torch.
Okay, just go ahead and roll me an intimidation check.
Ooh, okay. Oh,
as
God.
you're swinging a torch.
Yeah.
Very well.
Oh, wow, with a 0?
Lucky.
That's That's impressive.
That is impressive. So you sort of cut off the goblin's escape with a torch. It gets about here, and you just extend your torch. You start waving about, and the goblin goes. We can go ahead and roll for initiative. We'll go ahead and roll for initiative. Doesn't necessarily mean we're strictly in combat. We'll
Okay.
we'll see how it goes. I just want to have it up and ready.
Oh, I rolled so good on initiative last time.
Hey, thanks for rolling in the order that you need to be in.
That makes it easy for you.
Oh yeah, you did one worse than last time.
I know.
The goblin hisses at the fire and just says, don't hurt us. And you have successfully intimidated the goblin, so it's going to use its turn being intimidated. Saris.
I will
Hydrate or dihydrate?
all of my movements to.
I love these
get up
challenges.
here. No, I'm not gonna do that just yet. Yeah, and that's my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Finn.
I'm gonna actually take out my sword, and I'm gonna try and stab it through the goblin's foot to stop him from moving or running away.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack. And since this is a targeted attack, I'll give it disadvantage. But the bonus is if you hit, you'll get a bonus effect.
Sweet. Any minute now.
It's thinking about it. The internet is not with us today.
It is something else.
No, it
yeah.
is not.
So you swing at its foot, but it quickly pulls it away. And you miss, unfortunately.
Okay, well, he has 2 feet, so I'm gonna attack again.
Go ahead. Unfortunately, because you're taking an
That
aimed
20
shot,
would've been
a 10 misses as well. I mean, it would have been 10 anyway.
Rats.
As he just ducks this blow as well. Are you doing anything else?
Okay, well, I'll try being cute. Nope, that's it. I'm just gonna... Actually, hold on. I'm actually gonna move up. Right. Yeah.
Okay, that brings us to Enelya.
And just look at him and just... Where are you going?
Am I able to? This barrel right here on the map. Is that actually there?
Point
And
to
does it
one
take
more
up
time,
that
please.
square right here?
Yes, it's actually there.
Okay. Does it take up that full square? Like if I moved Enelya right here, does that mean the path is blocked to an extent for the goblin?
You would have
or-
to push through somehow, whether that's jumping over the barrel or going between your legs. It would be difficult for him. It wouldn't be easy, but it's not a guarantee block.
Gotcha. Would I be able to squeeze myself through
Yes, you
to
can
get
pass.
myself there?
You can pass through ally spaces. You just can't stop there.
Okay. Let me make sure I can actually move. Oh, I can't. Okay. But you know what? I'll use my action to dash
Okay.
to get to there and just try to block off the way.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
The scout goblin, seeing you do that, is going to go ahead and dive into this room, provoking an attack of opportunity. From Finn.
Yep.
This one is just, you don't have disadvantage because you're
Yeah, I'll
just
take it.
smacking him.
Just pimp slap him into the room.
Too bad you don't have advantage.
Oh, come on.
Your guys' roll. This is the single goblin. You guys are struggling to hit. Okay, but the goblin's gonna
I hope
go
I just
in
get through all
there.
the bad rolls now.
Yeah, hopefully it's all the bad rolls are now. And it's gonna go ahead and just draw just a jagged a jagged sword and just be like. That brings us to Saris.
Okay. I'm
One
going
little
to
goblin.
move here and hold out my spear and encourage him to stand down. And I'm going to hold my action that if he comes in my direction, I will attack with a reach of 10 feet with the spear.
Okay.
Ooh.
Go ahead and just roll me an intimidation check. I'll give you advantage, so it'll just be a straight roll. And you get advantage because your allies have been scaring this goblin. Let me just do something here really quick. Okay. The goblin at this point, and we're gonna kind of get out of initiative for now. The goblin at this point just sort of does just drop its sword and look around, see no way out, and it's just like, "Don't hurt us."
Drop your weapon.
He does. The sword clatters to the ground.
Alright. What are you doing here?
Came back for loot.
Came back. You've been here before.
Ah. Yes. Captain wishes to learn elven technique.
Captain. Where is your captain?
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
He, at the camp.
Is your camp within these halls?
Underground.
How far?
One sleep worth.
So you've come back to this particular area to look for more loot. What did you take the last time you were here?
Captain wanted supplies and a book. I don't know why. We don't read.
Enelya.
Books make good fire, good kindle.
Yes? What is it?
What exactly are you looking for?
Well, there's a missing book or a book that is missing from the others that would help complete learning the technique that would be next to master and whatnot. Among other things? No, it's just the book, right?
There's some tools and supplies missing, but that stuff you can find substitutes for. The book you cannot.
It's just okay.
The book is crucial.
Yeah. Other supplies wouldn't hurt, but it's primarily the book. Does he have it?
He doesn't. But I think I know where he took it. The two of you, come here. Let's make sure he doesn't leave this room.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have a little smirk. Ooh, don't mind if I do.
Oh no.
This goblin said there's a camp a day's march, day's walk, I don't know, however far, within these mountains, underground.
So much
He's
for
been
abandoned.
here before and he's stolen things, elvish things, books for kindling. Chances are what you're looking for, he stole and brought it back there. Which means we're on a time clock. Whatever a clock is.
Wonderful.
So we can either
Help.
try and find this camp ourselves, or, and I sort of just nod my head in the goblin's direction. Thoughts?
Could use him to guide us back. We could follow him.
I would prefer.
Or we can get the location out of him.
I don't think any information he'll give us will be reliable. We either bind him, and have him take us to it. Or we kill him here and we try and find it on our own.
I got rope. I'm gonna pull it out of my pack and just kind of look at Saris, and then kind of like slowly look at the goblin with the.
Enelya?
I agree. I think it would be wiser to see if he can guide us, but I have little trust of him taking us where we need to go and not to some sort of trap.
We need a decision. This is your excursion. Take him as a guide, or we find it on our own.
Fine. Let's give it a shot at least. If we start to trust him less and less of where he's taking us, we can finish him there.
Well, I highly suggest somebody else try to coerce him into this, and it better not be me.
Finn, why don't you go ahead? You have the rope at least.
I'm gonna do like a big smile. I'm gonna look at the goblin. Come here, boy.
And we're gonna say, go ahead and just roll me an athletics check or acrobatics, your choice to try. No, you have to roll athletics.
I'll do athletics. Okay.
And we're just gonna roll, and this you're gonna end up succeeding, but we're gonna see how long it takes. It does take you a while to wrangle this goblin.
Just drinking from the water skin.
As the door's blocked out, so the goblin keeps trying to like bite you and jump away from you and climb on beds and stuff. But
ooh, feisty are you?
and it does bite you at one point, but you're able to pull your arm away before it does any real damage. But eventually, after
when
about
he bites me, can I take my arm out and just slap him?
yeah, you just go and he goes but it better part of a 30 minutes it takes you to catch him and get the rope on him. He rolled a really good acrobatics check. If he wasn't trapped in this room, you would have not caught him. But he is cool. Attached to the rope, and you now maybe have a guide. But with that, we're going to take a short 5-minute break here, and we will be back.
Oh.
So don't go anywhere. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to 2 Dungeons Deep, our 2-shot Adventures in Middle-earth campaign following one of the main characters, Enelya, as she delves into Moria to recover the ancient smithing techniques of Celebrimbor. But we have other things we do too. Not only do we play D&D on Tuesdays, but tomorrow night, Lindsay will be painting minis. What are you painting tomorrow, Lindsay?
Hi, I have some fun things for Earth Day, actually. I know that tomorrow isn't exactly Earth Day, but it's the day before, so that's close enough. But so the plan is tomorrow is courtesy from Mini Pie, who I see in chat too, timely enough. He gave me some printed minis of Tree Folk. And let's see if I can get this here. So it's a transparent green, and I've got a few of them. So I was going to paint them, each being a different season.
That's really cool. Looking forward to that.
That's the plan, and we'll see how that goes after my vaccine shot tomorrow.
I'm getting mine on May 4th.
Yeah. Second one is tomorrow, so if I complain a lot about my arm, you guys know why.
And not only that, but on Fridays, Lindsay, once again, plays games for now. Right now, she's playing Knights of the Old Republic, and are we getting off Korriban?
Yes, we just landed in where did I go?
Kashyyyk? Manan?
I don't remember. I went on the ship and I went
Tatooine?
somewhere.
No, Tatooine.
I did go to Tatooine. Yeah,
I'm like, I know all the planets in that game by heart.
I literally just landed on Tatooine and then went, great, this is a good place to stop.
And I am usually around on Saturday mornings for a D&D prep. It's gonna be up in the air whether I'm there this Saturday or not. And this is for my Monday games, which is off stream, and Saturdays I just catch you up to speed. And the reason I might not be here this Saturday is so I can get other work done, and the group has not made a ton of progress into the Glass Supper yet. So it'll make good for content if I skip a week potentially. But also for my Saturday streams, I'm gonna have to enter another long section of world building potentially. And so that'll be interesting. It all depends on what the party chooses to do. So we'll see how that goes.
They're super expiring, your streams.
Next week we will be continuing our 2 Dungeons Deep campaign and wrapping 2-shot and wrapping it up. And the week after that is May 4th. And so we will be running a Star Wars 1-shot. And it's gonna end the way it ends. One night is all the players, all we get. And whatever happens at the end of it, that's what happens. And then the week after that, we will be returning to our Darkness in Middle-earth campaign. Darkness in Mirkwood, not Middle-earth. Same difference. And keep a lookout for our Curse of Strahd podcast. We should have a new episode up now or soon. So keep an eye out for that. That's fun. I play your friendly goblin, Zips. And finally, a quick ad for Battle Bards. The music seems to be working now. They do have wonderful music as long as the internet is behaving. And they, whether you need music from the deepest, darkest dungeons, or to the peaks of mountains, or cityscapes and soundscapes, they've got it all. And when you get a subscription to Battle Bards, you also get a subscription and access to Plate Mail games. And you get access to the mixer, which I've been using all night because the caster has not been working for me. Usually Brian's running the caster. And we usually do use the caster, and it works out very well. The caster is super helpful if you're playing a part like we are due to a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic. Otherwise, the mixer works really well in more personal settings. And they have so many sounds you can use, not just music, but also sound effects as well, which hopefully I'll get to use one next week. But if you use the coupon code ADVENTURE, you can get a special discount on a subscription to BattleBots. So what are you waiting for? Bring some awesome music to your table today. that is a good response. That is a good reason to wait.
I'm sorry. That's my cat.
Also, I'm going to plug the Dice Goblin stickers. We still have 2 left with international shipping. They are $2, but pay what you want. If you want to pay more and support the stream, all funding goes to improving the stream and buying better equipment for whenever we do get back to in-person games. Also,
And the challenge.
And we have the challenge for Lindsay to play a horror game. So donate to that. We are almost there. I'm sure we're going to hit it. And we'll get to witness Lindsay get some scary games in.
And pee my pants.
And I'm going to go off script just a little bit. And I'm going to plug Lindsay's personal coffee shop once again, since I have the power to. But she is launching a line of stickers that are Animal Crossing, World of Warcraft, and D&D related. So if you have a chance, go ahead and check that out. Pre-orders are live now and will be going for 2 weeks. After that, orders will be closed so that they can be fulfilled, and the shop will reopen at a later date. But if you miss out now, you may never get those stickers.
I'm gonna cry. You didn't have to do that. My friends are awesome.
But with that, let us get back to Moria.
Oh shoot. I am crying.
Challenge is at 83%, by the way.
You all are entering another journey phase as your guide is leading you deeper into Moria. You are now actively going down, and you can tell. And you pass through an area of Moria that seems to be flooded, and there are giant water wheels that no longer turn. And there are conduits that would carry water, and there's just a drip and moisture sound. And there's fungus growing as well. But Enelya, for this journey, go ahead and roll me an embarkation check. Remember, you do get the +1 on top of it, so you get D12 +8.
All right, 1d12 plus Oh yeah, I probably could have just done +8. Will you two knock it off? They're wrestling with each other now. 11!
11. Ooh.
Ooh, goes the lore master.
But as you enter, as you journey, you enter another large hall, deep under the mountain, and the goblin is pulling at the rope and it says, "It burns us."
Then gag him.
You're muted, dude.
Yeah, you're muted.
Have you been muted
Pretty-
this whole time?
I think so.
Oh no.
Sorry, I was drinking water, and I'd rather not hear that. Okay, so he says gag him. I'm gonna take like a piece of cloth out. I'm just gonna punch it right into his mouth.
He can literally point us in the directions. We don't need him alerting everything down here.
Yes, I agree.
Up ahead, on the far end of this hall, which every other hall you've been to, the far end's been completely pitch black. You see there's a soft red glow that slowly gets brighter and brighter,
Hide.
and you hear heavy footfalls.
Kill the torch.
Hide.
I'm
gonna hide.
gonna put the torch out, and I'm gonna hide.
Everybody give me stealth checks.
Who has the goblin?
I do.
So you have advantage.
He's gagged.
You have advantage because of the draught, except the elves have
Straight roll.
straight rolls.
Oh, sigh.
Yeah, real good.
Side duck.
Let the record show that I tried to avoid this very situation.
So you all delve into some rocks, and the footsteps get some rubble that's nearby, and you pull your cloaks up to try and hide you, and you just make yourselves as small as possible. Finn, you put your hand over the goblin's mouth, who's also gagged, so you're just like you holding him super tight, making sure he can't wiggle for you or make any sounds, and and you don't see the creature because you're hiding, but it's almost like daylight in here. It gets so bright, and it gets warm.
Oh no.
It gets hot.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
And it gets warmer and warmer, and then the stomping stops. And Enelya, you peek out over the rubble just to get a peek.
Yep,
And
that's what she would do.
You see a giant horned figure, wings of flame and shadow folded upon its back as it surveys the hall. You see it has a large blade made of fire resting on its shoulder as it gives a huff. And as it gives a huff, it's almost like a volcano erupts from its nostrils as it lights up, and you guys begin sweating profusely just in the heat of this. And then its gaze just turns in your direction, Nelly, and you quickly dive behind the rubble. Heartbeat. Heartbeat. Footsteps again. As it begins to pass and continue its journey. The light slowly dimming and cooling off. The cool air returning, rushing in the absence of heat.
Oh boy. Heart.
Just gonna slide down on the pillar that I'm leaning up against to the ground and just sort of go. In my 700 years of life, I did not think I would ever see one of Morgoth's lieutenants.
Is that what that thing was?
Yes, and let's pray we don't run into it again.
No, never.
I will note that
Never
heat
again.
you were feeling, you were still over 100 feet away from it.
Jesus Christ.
But you do feel it
Holy
is safe
cow.
to continue traveling.
Oh,
Press
did it make like footprints or anything?
Yeah, as you
That-
you can look, and if you look in the light, there's charred footprints where it walked.
Perhaps as we keep moving forward, maybe we can try to keep an eye on those and almost track it to try to make sure we never run into it again. At least try. I know it's not like tracking a deer or anything out in the woods, but something.
How's our goblin friend look? Is he just as petrified?
Died of shock.
No, he go ahead and you can all give me an insight check.
Ooh.
My little buddy is God damn it.
Saris, 22 with disadvantage. Saris, you if you didn't know better, this goblin has a look of like awe upon its face, as if it had seen a great king.
Great.
Good thing you gagged it.
Oh my god.
But as your journey continues deeper into the abandoned waterworks of Moria, deeper under the mountain, you Scout, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Hopefully I roll better. That's better. I'll take that.
You have to do a double take because you almost missed it at first, but it looks like there is a small hut tucked away in a corner.
I'm just gonna point out, the hell is that?
It's hidden behind a water wheel, and if you didn't look behind you as you walked by, like the timing was perfect, and your torch illuminates it, giving it away.
I'm gonna walk towards the hut.
Do you still have you put out the torch? Are you did you say you relit it?
I assume he relit it. Did you relight it?
Because I'm
Okay.
because I'm in the dark, man.
Yeah. He can't see at all if he's in the if he doesn't have it.
I'm not a fucking elf.
Yeah, stop being human, dude.
Just stop it. Just
And how
ascend
do
to
you
another
even
plane
come
of
here?
being.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right. I'm gonna take a dagger and just sharpen my ears. Ow! 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 Ow!
I don't think
ow.
that's what makes you an elf, but okay.
My ears
Do
are
you-
blue. I'm an elf. Ow!
Do you guys check out this lone hut at all?
I am.
Okay, so you being stealthy?
Yes.
Give me a stealth check with advantage. Good thing you have advantage.
Well, good thing.
You come into the doorway, and you kind of peek in. You see that there's little stone boxes filled with some sort of like compost with mushrooms growing out of it, almost as if someone is tending a garden. As you look inside, you see it's a kind of a mess. There's a lot of rags and a lot of just knickknacks and random items, but you do see a figure in here. You see a dwarf hunched over, with a little jagged sword. They're very sunken, very pale, lost all of their hair, looking at you with wide eyes, with a little jagged sword, and says, "You don't look like a goblin to me."
I could say the same, friend. Don't mind this one. He's a little rambunctious.
Ah, that definitely is a goblin. Can I eat that? Can I eat that
Yeah,
one?
I'm not
Can I eat that?
I'm gonna pat him on the head. Not quite yet. I'm gonna like pat him on the head.
Okay.
He has a little use for us.
Well, get in here quickly before anyone else sees you.
And I'm gonna just kind of signal over for Saris and Enelya to come over.
And
Okay.
you all see the same scene as before, the small hut that's hidden away, filled with knickknacks, mushrooms, and rags. This dwarf isn't really wearing armor. Appears just wearing whatever rags he can get his hand on. Doesn't even have a bed proper, just a pile of rags in a corner. Ah, I didn't think anyone else was here in Moria.
What are you doing here? These mines were abandoned years ago.
Yeah, everyone abandoned him, but I told him I'm not abandoning my home. I was born here. I'll die here.
Who are you?
I don't remember my name. It's been too long.
Does anyone else have any legitimate interest in this creature?
I was just wondering what he's doing down here. We kind of took care of that.
He plucks a mushroom out of the compost and just munches on it.
I think we're better off leaving this guy to his business.
What's...
You
Is it
look,
just mush?
you look a little tired.
Do you have a pot or anything laying about here?
He goes to a pile of his junk and just starts going through it.
There's some water. Does anybody have water?
I've got this, and he pulls out a bucket.
That'll work.
But it is empty. You don't know what it's been used for, but it's empty right now.
I could care less right now. I'll take that. Anybody have a water skin on them?
I think I do, actually. Let me check. I thought I did. Pretty sure I did.
I mean, if you have adventuring supplies, you have water skins.
Yeah. I think... Oh, well, you know what? It's probably part of the traveling
Yep.
gear, because I don't think I...
You didn't break that out, so it's a part
I
of
don't...
it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll toss it to Saros.
Thank you. I will fill the bucket, and then I will place the bucket somewhere just off the ground. Finn, can I borrow your torch?
Of course.
And I am going to sit down on the ground and hold the torch under the bucket and throw in my athelas and wait for it to boil into a vapor.
Oh, let's go.
Which might take a while, but after a while, a vapor shall fill this hut, and the two elves here will breathe deeply and become revigorated and wave goodbye to that burden that they've been carrying with them. No question.
Are we meditating?
So you two can recover your
Enelya,
exhaustion.
please, I am trying to guide us to a place of self-worth and humbleness.
Finn's just gonna be looking like he'll just feel like a slight tingle and be like, "This stuff's
Are you
interesting."
sure I can't eat that goblin? Just like a finger or something. It's been so long since I've had meat.
So I just kind of look at the dwarf like, like legitimately think about his offer. Look at the goblin.
As long as it's not his pointer finger. We need that. Well,
How about it?
We-
How about his pinky?
I'll take anything.
Am I the only one here who thinks that qualifies as meat is weird? Aren't they like made of mud or something? I don't
He's
even
a dwarf. I don't know.
I'm eating mushrooms out of shit.
he...
I don't have very many options down here.
He's at least giving us a safe haven right now. Perhaps it's the least... I can't finish that sentence. Perhaps it's the least we can do.
Feel free to stay. My hut is your hut. As if you need a rest. I mean, you've
Do
already...
you know these halls well?
I know the waterworks. Sometimes a goblin gets separated from a scouting party, and I catch it in a trap, bring it back, eat it.
Do you know of a camp nearby?
There's
when we
many
caught this
camps.
goblin, there's many camps.
We came from a workshop back that way, right on the other side of another great hall, where we caught this one and poke the goblin with the pommel of the spear.
A couple days ago, there was a big caravan of orcs and goblins that came through here, heading deeper from that same direction.
He said his camp was one sleep's worth away underground from there.
Sounds about right. You keep going out of the waterworks into some of the deeper tunnels. There's some old vaults deeper. That's probably where you're looking for.
That's more than what we have now.
Well, don't really need our little friend anymore, do we?
I wouldn't risk that just yet.
Well, yeah, you just better be careful. He might give you away if you get too close to the camp.
Yes, that is a fear of mine as well.
And if you leave him here, I can make sure he doesn't tell anybody anything. But if you really want to keep him around for a little longer for whatever reason, if you just kill him outside the camp and just leave his body, I'll find it.
Deal.
Excellent. Well, in return for you letting me eat your goblin friend there, I'd be willing to part with some of my mushrooms if you want. It's not much.
I'm full.
Okay, you're lost.
Aren't we low on rations? That was
Yeah,
a
didn't
problem
we?
when we came here?
Brother, I will leave that to your
Do
expertise if you deem them edible.
Do I recognize these mushrooms as any particular like herbal property at all in my scholarly?
Give me
learnings?
a nature check.
No longer exhausted, but not a +2 still is a +2.
Ooh. So you
19.
recognize these mushrooms. These mushrooms usually grow in wet caverns where there's very little light, or no light at all. And they do, while they don't have strict healing properties like Atheles, what they do have is they do get you high when you eat them. If you eat too much, you build tolerance and you need to eat more to get the same effect. But basically, mechanically, what this does is if you eat a mushroom for the next hour, you will have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Oh.
Because you will be too high to feel the pain.
I love it. Massive adrenaline rush. What are you doing? What?
More of a numbness. Well, that is very generous of you, Master Dwarf. We will graciously take these with us.
He plucks 3 mushrooms out of his compost and hands them to you.
Thank you. And if it's any consolation to you, I have spent some time in the House of Elrond among other dwarf lords such as Balin. I do believe a reclamation is coming in the years.
Good for them. I don't care. Whether they come back or not doesn't change whether I'm living here or not. I was born here, I'll die here.
Very well, I wish you well.
So, if you guys want to take a short or long rest here, you're welcome to. Otherwise, you're free to continue your journey.
Guys, take a short rest here.
I have no reason to take a
I was gonna
rest.
say, you guys really haven't taken any damage since your last rest.
No.
Okay, well, I wasn't sure if that Atheles thing needed like a short rest or something, so.
I think you need
Okay.
like 10 minutes or something, that's it.
No.
Oh, okay.
I just need 10 minutes, or however long it'll take me to boil water with a torch and a bucket.
I mean, I boiled
Yeah.
water
Okay.
for dinner today, and it took almost 10 minutes on a stovetop to get it to boil.
Yeah, the,
I mean,
then
the
I'm
only
good.
thing I could recover at this point is a single hit dice, and that will take a full rest.
Yeah.
So-
Okay, so you
I'm
guys
gonna-
can...
Yeah, I'm okay.
I'm gonna
Now
at
he's
least
doing something.
go ahead and just I'm gonna at least use the read may salve that I kept for myself just to regain some hit die,
Okay,
because that's pretty much all I have left to
yeah,
replenish.
you can apply that. It doesn't take a short rest.
Yeah, so I think that's basically all I have because I'm only missing 10 hit points after that. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty decent for now. Yeah, immediately recover 2 hit dice. So yeah, unless you guys use that already or not, keep in mind you still have them.
You continue your journey to the depths. Go ahead and roll me an arrival table. And do you guys just kill the goblin and leave the corpse behind?
We
As
didn't
you
kill
get
him yet, I
close.
don't think.
As you
gonna
get
let-
close.
As we get close, yeah, if we start getting closer, I want to make sure he's either very quiet or, permanently quiet.
Ooh.
This kind of reminds me like a Zelda dungeon music.
You said arrival, right? That's a 1d8,
Actually,
correct?
This is the soundtrack I wanted. That was a spoiler for a later area.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
6!
6.
You got 6. Out of 6.
Yeah, so you come across the
What?
the vaults you were told of, and the orc encampment, and you see there is some light up ahead, and I'll change the map in a second once I finish reading your arrival.
So Brian, what's it like to be a player after so long?
A little weird.
Scout, go ahead and give me a survival check.
That's me.
Oh, I'm rubbing off on Kevin.
I always gotta do a tribute to friends in some shape or form.
So you're able to tell that you're getting too close to the encampment, and are able to avoid falling into, essentially running into a goblin scouting party that is ahead.
It's dark again.
So you can put all your tokens right here.
Okay.
Oh.
Boop.
And because of your survival check, Finn, you know that the cavern extends, and you can catch glimpses of a bridge beginning, but you can hear and see the light of 2 scout goblins around the corner.
Okay. So, since we pretty much found it, is there anyone opposed to me killing our little friend here?
Can you do it quietly?
Of course. He's gagged. He's not gonna make a noise.
As long as those ones over there don't hear it.
Yeah. Do what you will.
Very good.
As
I'm
part of
just
the deal.
So I'm gonna just kind of just put him in like to a sleeper hold, and then just break his neck.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy enough. He's bound. It just takes some time. I'm not gonna make you make any rolls for that, but you dispose of this goblin. It squirms a
my
little,
secret.
and then goes limp.
The little goblin heart. It hurts. Oh, we love our goblins, and yet here we are.
You discard the body
He
a little
wasn't one of
behind
us.
you.
He wasn't an adventure check goblin.
He was not an adventure check goblin.
But you see these 2 goblins are just like picking at something and chewing on it. They look around. They speak in hushed voices.
I'd like to proceed quietly. We're within the enemy's vicinity. I'd rather not alert them.
I feel that would be bad if we alerted them.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone be quiet. And I will try to stealth.
Everybody give me stealth checks with advantage.
Is that rain?
Is it raining in a fucking cave?
Wow.
There's moisture dripping down from the ceiling.
Nat 20 on stealth.
Hey, nat 20!
Thank God for advantage, though.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Thank you for the biddies, Mini
Thanks
Pie.
for the bits! And thanks for the coffee donation, too. I saw that.
Okay, so you
carry
guys
Sarah's?
feel stealthy.
That's... Oh, God.
All right, how do we want to proceed?
Hold on, I gotta look on the map here for a second.
We can, let's see, where are they? Do we want to go one at a time? To try to get to, where are we trying to get to? Over like
You
here?
see, yeah, you
or
see there's
fully
a
across?
bridge here. It looks like the cavern ends over here, but it looks like there's a bridge that goes south here.
We
Yeah,
can go one at a time to the bridge.
yeah, I can go first if you guys want, and I can kind of give signal of when might be good, and if anything happens, I can be quick to attack if worst case scenario happens.
Okay.
All right.
Our
I'll go
goal is to
first.
avoid them.
I understand.
No, I'm asking.
Oh,
Yes.
to get past them.
Okay.
So I will do my best to get right here behind what I think is a barrel right there, and
Yeah.
kind of be hidden.
There's like a barrel of water there. You can see it. It must have been an open barrel because the drips from the ceiling are just
Okay.
filling it up.
Okay, I'm trying to hide right there and kind of like watch the movement of the goblins, and then whenever I feel is a good time for the next person to start walking, I'll give a small little wave as a signal.
Okay. The goblins do not seem to notice you, Enelya.
That's nice.
Real quick, before I do anything, is this place decently lit at all?
It is. You do not have to have your own torch.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I feel like that would impede my stealth a little bit. All right, so I'm assuming before we got to this point, I doused out my torch.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna begin moving. As soon as I see Enelya, and I'm looking at Sarah, be like, "See you on the other side," and I'm gonna make a break for this barrel here. We'll just pretend I'm behind that barrel. Not dangling off the cliff.
I was gonna
Not
say,
doing
you're
like
right at the
Assassin's
edge of the
Creed, where I'm
cliff.
just like, yeah, we're gonna say I'm behind that barrel because I really don't. Here, I'll see if I can put myself behind.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. That'll work. Okay, so I'll hide behind that barrel, and then I'm actually gonna hold out my bow in one hand with an arrow knocked, and I'm gonna hold my action for just in case they see any of us. I'm gonna try and silence them before they can alert anybody.
Okay.
I guess at that point, I will use my 30 feet to essentially come up right behind. Well, first I'll come down and then I'll break out to behind Finn.
Okay. And as you make your way over there, you kick a rock, and it tumbles off the cliff. Ping, ping. And one of the goblins picks up his head and looks in your direction, both of your directions, since you're hiding together, and goes, and then slowly starts just to lumber over. Let me know if you're going to use your held action at all. Then,
So when he gets to right when he got to there.
here.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna take out. I'm gonna swap. That's blah 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 blah. That's what I'm gonna shoot.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack with advantage, and
I should have.
Okay.
everybody
And
roll
then
for initiative.
I should have done that too. Crap. Oh well.
Boom. So there's my attack. Oh, I should probably select my thing first. Okay, please don't let me roll like that. Okay, that's better.
Oh my
guess.
god.
Okay, so the goblins are surprised, so they lose their turn.
Okay, but did my shot hit?
Where did you roll your... Oh, 21, 23 hits. Roll damage.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use my Fear Shot ability, where I can... I'll just put it in so you can read.
Roll damage and keep the better result. Go ahead.
There we go. 1, 2, 8.
8 piercing damage. As you let loose an arrow and it punctures this goblin, and you can see shock and surprise that there are not goblins and orcs deep in its mind. But they lose their turn to the surprise round, and Finn, it is your full turn now.
Okay, so I'm gonna make another shot, but I should probably take off an arrow now that I think about it. Okay, I'm gonna take one more shot at that same goblin.
Okay. 16 hits.
Sweet. Fear Shot. 1.
For 6
Ooh.
points of damage. Nice. The goblin is still standing, but you do get another attack, I believe.
Yes, I'm gonna attack the other goblin.
Okay.
Nice.
Pew.
23 hits.
Nice. I should probably knock off an arrow and one more. Same thing. Pachu.
For 6. Okay.
Oh my god, what was that?
So I forgot.
sounds.
I have servants against or foe of the enemy.
So are you doing
I'll
extra
apply that
damage?
for next round. Yeah, but I'll apply that because I forgot.
How much damage? Is it a die roll or flat
I
damage?
think it's +2 every time.
Yep.
Okay,
it's
then I'll
+2.
just take 2 off. It's easy enough for me to do that.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that.
That's fine. -8. Okay, that brings us to Enelya.
Fun. I'm going to, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna, race up to this guy right here, and I'm going to pull out my scimitars and try to do 2 swift, slashes at him.
Okay, go ahead and make your attacks.
Or 3, technically, right?
Yeah, you're offhand.
15 unfortunately does not hit, but the next 2 do hit.
Okay. 7 and 6 radiant damage.
So that's going to be 13. This goblin is looking rough. As you cut deeply into it, it doesn't look like it'll survive much of another hit.
Okay. I'm trying to that's my turn.
That was one tough gobby.
Okay.
Yeah, these are tough gobs.
Saeris.
I will come out from behind Finn. Let me just make sure. Yeah. And I'll move to here and I'll take out my spear and make a single attack.
Poke.
Let's see it.
Nope.
Unfortunately, 14 will not hit. Is that's it?
Yes, for now.
Because
That's all.
you're a sport character. Okay, that brings us to the goblins. The goblin that's right next to you, Enelya, is gonna go ahead and try and stab at you
Okay.
with 2 attacks. What's your AC?
11.
11?
I have
That's
a
what it
higher AC
says.
than you? That's impossible.
Because I don't have a shield. I
What?
You
What
have to
armor
be
do you
wearing some
wear?
armor.
Oh no, you know what? You're right. I have did I not update my armor class when I did this? I'm wearing the ring mail, and that's classic armor. That's a classic armor in the player's handbook. Let me see here really quick. That's true. Now that I think about
11, you're gonna die.
Ring mail.
you know what?
Your
I
AC is
think
14.
I was gonna say I think it was 14 in adventures in our
That's-
campaign. So
That's also heavy armor, meaning your stealth has all been disadvantaged.
oh right. Sorry, I'm used to Enelya or Nayla. Fudge.
Or
Oopsie
Enelya.
poopsie. We'll keep that going forward. We'll keep that in mind going forward. But
Well,
we're not gonna
I
retcon
mean-
anything.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So sorry. 14
Excuse
is the
me.
AC then. Bless you.
Thank you. 14. Okay, so both attacks hit, dealing
Okay.
11 piercing to you.
Total.
Yep.
Okay.
And the other goblin is gonna go ahead and try and shoot an arrow out at Finn.
Rude.
One arrow will hit. Finn, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw
Yeesh.
as you take 7
Oh, wait.
piercing damage.
I have poison. I mean, I think I regardless. But I have poison resistance as a wanderer 8th level.
Okay.
But I think I regardless.
Yeah. So you feel the bite of a poison, but it does not take hold.
You said 7 piercing damage.
Yep.
Cool.
That brings us to Finn.
All right, I'm gonna go full green arrow on these bitches. I'm gonna attack the far goblin back here.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attacks.
1.
14
Ooh,
will
that
miss,
doesn't hit.
unfortunately. Natural 20. Let's go.
Woo!
So roll
All
that
right,
natural
and
20
then-
twice for fierce arrow.
Fierce shot.
Fierce shot. So 16.
We rolled so many nat 20s tonight.
You have failed this. Mine.
And a few nat
so
ones.
that that hurts the goblin. You can see it gets thrown back almost from the blow as your arrow finds its place amongst the ribs, and the goblin has labored breathing, but it still lives.
Damn. Okay, with that, I'm gonna maintain my cover, and that is my turn.
Okay, that brings us to Enelya.
I'm going to keep attacking the one in front of me. I'll do. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
with...
13's not gonna hit.
Okay, we'll do another.
19 will hit. What if I was like 19?
I'll fucking do it again.
For 9 points of damage. And as you land your scimitar blow on this goblin, it does collapse dead.
Awesome. Then I will move over in range of the next one and do my offhand.
23 hits for 7.
Cool. Radiant damage. And that's
Okay.
going to be her turn.
That brings us to Saeris.
Alright, I'm gonna see the goblin fall in front of me, and see pretty much arrows just riddled between the two of them. And I'm going to look at the other one and sort of examine how his stance is, his armor, and my knowledge of the anatomy of humanoids. And I'm going to use my action to use my softer underneath ability.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And I will have the next time Finn hits, he can deal an extra D8.
Let's
damage.
go.
What?
There's
That's
no
a powerful
kill like
ability that
overkill.
I didn't unlock because I'm multi-classed.
That's cool.
Okay, that brings us to the Moria scout, who's going to exchange his bow for a short sword. And only one attack will hit, dealing 9 piercing.
Oh, is that to me?
Mm-hmm. To you and
Okay.
Aelia. That brings us to Finn.
All right, I'm gonna
Fuck him
keep
up.
going full green arrow on this bitch. 1. Is that it?
16 is just enough to hit.
Woo! Go fierce shot. So 1, 2, and then I'll add that
Add
D8.
that D8, so you could... D8 might push it over.
Oh, but still, I tried, man.
So, Saris just looks in your direction, Finn, and just points out a weak spot to you really quickly on the goblin, and so you tweak the aim of your shot, and you end up hitting where the goblin's sternum would be, and just
Cool.
shattering it and piercing its heart, and this goblin is also dead.
Nice.
And we are out of combat for now.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna go to these goblins, and I'm gonna see if I can loot any arrows, extra arrows from them. Whether they're mine, if they still have a tip, or the arrow's still intact, or some of theirs.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. How many arrows did you use?
6.
6. You get 3 back.
Cool. So I'm just gonna go. I'll take these back, thank you.
But you see up ahead the the reveal isn't working. There we go. Up ahead, the bridge continues to the other side, and from your position, you can actually see there's a ledge over here, and there is a tunnel as well that goes further south.
I'm gonna take some time and drag these goblin bodies out of the way to make them somewhat hidden.
Okay, go ahead and just you putting any effort into hiding them or just moving them?
I'm just gonna like move them like into a dark corner. of,
Okay.
like, over
Can I
here
put one in this barrel?
behind some stuff?
Sure, you can put one in the barrel.
That's what I'll do. So I'm gonna help Sarah.
As you do, the dark water becomes just like pitch black as the goblin blood seeps into it.
So I'm just gonna look back at them and go, "Kid's never gonna know."
Sure. So
Onward we go.
Yeah, crossing that bridge.
Over the bridge and through the mine.
All right.
So I'm gonna take a step on this bridge. It looks kind of cracky. I'm gonna put like
Yeah.
one foot on it to kind of like test it.
As Enelya just goes over it nonchalantly.
Yeah, see, and
I'm gonna
Enelya
be
does all that.
I'm gonna be careful. I'm gonna try to stealth across.
Give me stealth
That is
checks
my-
with advantage. Actually, yours just
I'm a straight roll. Yeah, I am a straight roll.
Are we all still-
also gonna
No,
try.
your other two have advantage. Ooh.
Fudge.
Hey, I got an 18.
The bridge is sturdy enough to hold, although as you walk, it does sway a little bit.
Which way do we want to go?
Wait, we got a re-roll. Who's re-rolling?
Oh,
Who that for?
yeah, they all three rolled. Who's re-rolling? Enelya? The 5 stealth.
That's me.
Oh, so you have to re-roll twice now, because you got a
Oh my
Paul re-roll
God.
and a mini re-roll.
Hey.
Hey! Both of 13. Look at that. Look at that. Better than
Keep us
before.
down, chat.
Okay.
And you guys stealthily continue forward. You can tell that this cavern seems to end. It doesn't continue, but this tunnel to the south seems to continue.
Okay. Shall we head that way then?
You're the Turner.
Alrighty. I'm gonna peek through.
And as you peek through, you see it continues south. There are a couple of tunnels that shoot off to the sides.
Terrifying.
Yeah, that's utterly terrifying.
But
Okay.
but they seem to be empty. They seem just to be very small tunnels that just quickly end. But the tunnel does continue south.
All right. Are there any like recent tracks or footprints on the ground that show?
Give me a survival check.
Okay.
You see a bunch, but you can't tell which direction's going which way.
God dang it. All right. I'm gonna keep pressing on then.
Okay. You keep pressing on.
It's dark.
Is
and
it still lit or
it's
no?
still lit. There's still torches.
This is a lit cave party.
The tunnel seems to be a straight shot now. Everybody go ahead and give me a perception check as you're walking. Okay.
Jeez.
Why is the one who's fucking blind in the cave?
I'll say, just to help speed things along just a little quicker, I'll say you guys get up to here without running into... It's the way the map is designed, it's hard for me to see what's under fog or wall and what's not because it's a dark map. But this should be open to you. You should be able to see that now.
Okay.
As you get there, you hear up ahead, all of you, because you rolled pretty well on your perception checks, you hear a...
Oh god. Oh god. Oh no.
Do we know what it is?
You can
Sounds
peek.
like snoring.
You can peek, or you can give me a nature check to try and tell.
You know what? I never do nature checks, so what the hell?
That's a cave troll.
Hey. So I'm just gonna go like. I'm gonna look back at them. There's a cave troll.
I love this.
They would have one.
Of course, why wouldn't they in the
as you peek
fucking
in, it's
darkest place ever?
kind of slumped against the wall, and it's like.
Do we try to bypass it? Do we try to
I do
just...
believe that is the optimal option, yes.
I don't want to fight that thing.
All right. We can then try to just take the long way around it in this room
Sure.
and try to be quiet. Are those open? Are those
Yeah, there's
coffins?
those are, they might look like coffins on the map, but I'm going to say those are chests.
Oh.
And they've been opened and broken open and
Okay.
pilfered, from what you can tell from this distance. You might find something if you take a closer look. What are you doing?
Sneaky around this thing.
Okay, give me stealth checks.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Here we go, 20,
Wow.
23.
No problem for you all to sneak around this. Wait,
Oh.
never mind. I saw two.
Saying
I
Enelya's
saw,
a 12
I
too,
saw-
for what that's worth.
I saw
No,
two
if I'm a
rolls.
straight roll.
Oh, that's right. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Please. Well, this is where we die.
So here's what I'm gonna say.
I want everyone else to know out there that this is actually par for the course of my roles. When I'm a
It is.
DM, I have to fudge shit, otherwise everything just is dumb.
Brian got a reroll.
Oh, you got to reroll. Go ahead.
Nice.
Who's ready for 9?
Two more nines. Two more
Two
nines.
ones.
Oh!
There we go. It was gonna be really funny. I was gonna have the troll grab you like a doll mid sleep, and we were gonna see what happened from there. But with the reroll, you now have a 20, and you're all able to get to the other side of this room without awakening the cave troll.
It only took 6 dice.
But you see this room proper. There are like beds made of like lichen and rags and stuff. This appears to be in the camp proper now, but it appears the only creature in this room right now is the troll. However, there's a hallway that continues to the west.
Oh, my concern is getting past that again when we have to leave.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun.
Boop.
Dun.
Boop.
Oh, hopefully by the time we leave, it's up from its nap and is elsewhere. Moria's a big place.
Fair enough.
You don't need to make a perception check to see what's at the end of this hallway. But
Oh.
at the end of this hallway, you see that there are 2 large orcs in heavy armor, and they're talking about something. There appears to be a large tent in this room, but they're talking in black speech. So,
I know a little bit
okay, go ahead and just give me a shadow lol check.
because of that.
I have tongues of many people.
Yeah, so do I.
Okay, so both of you can give me one shadow lol check, or one can give it with advantage.
You can roll it if you want.
Oh, you're going to give me this one graciously. How nice of you, sister.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you're able to pick up bits and pieces of their conversation as they're puttering around the camp, and one's like, "Why'd we have to get left behind? Captain goes to the roots of the mine with his elven book, leaves us behind with the troll."
Remember what I said about that troll awakening?
Yeah?
Might be sooner than we thought.
Why?
Well, if we have to get past these 2, how do you think that's gonna happen?
Oh. Anything else?
The captain has some elven book. Went deeper.
I'm sure it's the book we're looking for.
That would be how today has gone.
At this point, the last several days.
All right. Well,
Do from where we are, do we see any other like exit to this room?
No. From this appears to be a dead end. Which makes it easily fortifiable, easily defensible, but also you don't see anything else. And the fact that there's only a handful of orcs here is also a little strange. But given the fact that you're able to eavesdrop and hear the orcs conversation, the captain probably took some orcs with him when he went deeper into the mines from here. But you do see on the far side of this room here is a very large, extravagant tent. There's like no other tents here. Everything else is like beds and corners and stuff. But there is a tent there. And that's probably the captain's tent.
Well, the captain's not here, and he has what we're looking for, and he went deeper into the mines. This is a dead end. We can either try and investigate his little tent over there, or we can just go in after and pursue him.
Tough call. He might have more orcs with him that are tougher.
Oh, I guarantee he does, but I guarantee he doesn't have... what we're looking for is not in here.
Why would he take it with him?
I don't know. I'm just going back by what they just said over there.
Didn't
He took the book and went deeper.
Didn't
Left
that
these
little
two behind.
goblin say?
Well, I can't understand these guys.
Didn't that little goblin say the captain wanted to learn more about the craft?
Something like that, but
That's
he
probably
went deeper, so we
They're
either
probably
take a look
after-
around here, or we leave.
So we have to find a way to get deeper.
What do we want to do? And I suggest we don't debate this all night.
You hear the loud snoring from the other room.
Well, if we fight them, that'll wake Biggie in there up.
Most likely.
No, we should probably, it's probably safer to just turn back. As much as I would like to check the tent to see if there's anything else they may have in terms of supplies or other goods.
Is
But-
there, looking around, is there any, like, really shadowy places that we might be able to hide in?
Yeah, it's not brightly lit. It's dimly lit. The orcs don't like light as much. They just need some to see, especially in their camp, to make sure no one's sneaking around who's not supposed to be there. So especially, you got these 4 giant pillars, and this whole center of the room is kind of raised with a giant chest in the middle that appears to be pilfered. Actually, the giant chest is open, and all their loot is gathered there. You see a bunch of gold coins, weapons, armor, just all in that center chest. But these large pillars are really right up against the wall, and you can squeeze behind them. And if you stay low and quiet enough, you could get to the other side of the room without being detected. Any takers?
Right. What do we want to do?
Is Moria, this might be kind of a dumb question, is Moria known for like little, or I guess because of dwarven architecture and whatnot, is it known for like little secret doors and passageways and whatnot? Like,
I mean, if you know about dwarves, yeah, you know. I mean, you came in through a secret door to get into Moria.
fair.
So there are secret doors and passageways. You don't know any off the top of your head. You'd have to look and see if you could find one, and there might not even be one here.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a very good question, and they do exist. You know they do. But Moria's been abandoned so long that any knowledge of what
Yeah.
secret doors may be inside it is lost.
Yeah. Do you think there's a way where, without waking up the cave troll, we can interrogate one of them and ask them how the captain got deeper into the mines?
I won't say I'm confident in it.
Because it's either that or we keep sneaking around here trying not to disturb others while figuring out the further way down.
If we try to interrogate either of them, we're gonna have to kill the other one. It's gonna be fun.
Absolutely.
That thing is
Yeah.
going to wake up regardless. So do we sneak past, look for information, or do we just fight? And the longer we stay standing here, the more chances of them just seeing us as we debate.
We should probably think about feeding the troll soon, so he doesn't get grumpy.
Let's go. Let's reconvene and talk about this elsewhere then.
Where?
At least past the cave troll, back to maybe where we killed those goblins. See if there's another way down or something.
Why don't you guys try and stealth and go into the tent? I'll cover you from here.
I'm not the most stealthy.
Me neither. It kind of runs in the family.
Alright. My stealth is a 4.
You do
Yeah,
have
mine's
better
advantage
than
still.
mine.
Mine's a 1.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not saying it because like, oh, I'm a 4, yay. No, it's
No,
more
I get
just,
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You still have advantage on stealth checks.
I do.
I mean,
You two, wait here. I'm looking for a book, right?
they don't have the book. The captain has it, and the captain's not here. The only reason to go to stealth inside the room that the orcs are in would be either to see what's in the tent, see the loot that they have in the chest, or I don't know, see if there's some sort of secret passageway, because that was my other thought and why I asked. Otherwise, we sneak all the way back past to where we're not needing to hide, and we try to find something else or somewhere else to get down.
I might regret this. I can try and go stealth. I've been pretty sneaky today.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check with advantage.
Well, wait.
When you're ready.
No, that was a question. And then like, opposition for it.
It's your call. You're the one going into the danger there.
Do you want to do this?
Might as well.
All right, then.
Any intel is good intel.
All right, then.
All right.
Fine, but
Fuck.
I'm gonna hide myself first as best as possible, and still from that hiding spot try to get an eye on
everybody
Finn.
give me well, actually the only one who has to give me new stealth check is Finn, because he's doing something new. The rest of you are still kind of hanging in this hallway.
Oh,
I am
no.
fucking terrified.
So give me a stealth check with advantage. 22.
There we go.
So you Enelya, you turn your head to just talk to Saris for a second, and you don't even notice Finn's gone. But Finn is just blending in with the shadows. You squeeze behind the pillows, kind of get low and crawl on your stomach along the edge of the room. Squeeze behind the second pillar, get behind the tent, and you lift it up and you sneak inside.
I wish we could
Finn.
play Mission Impossible right now.
And inside the tent, you see that there is a legitimate bed. There is a crate, and there is a stone. There's like just a stone makeshift table, with a half broken chair by it. And there's a bunch of parchments, on the table, and one of them has like a jagged knife sticking out of it.
Can I check out the paper that has a knife sticking out of it?
Yeah, you check out the parchment with the knife in it, and it looks to be a map of some kind.
Okay, I'm gonna take the knife out, just gently set on the table, and I'm gonna take the parchment with me. And then I'm going to check out the crate, see what's inside there.
You open the crate, and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
You stop yourself from gagging, as the crate is full of rotting meat and viscera.
Oh.
Let's go.
Probably the captain's own stash of meat.
I just kind of just whisper very quietly. Okay. What else is it? Just a finely made bed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nothing else noteworthy in here. So
Besides some of the extra parchments on the desk.
I'm gonna grab.
Just all
Yeah,
of them.
why not? I'm just gonna grab all of them. I'm gonna throw them in my pack. Just like tiptoe out. I'm gonna throw them in my pack, and I'm gonna make my stealthy exit.
Okay. Give me one more stealth check for the way back.
Oh fuck! I didn't.
I can't.
Hold on. I'm spending inspiration on that.
You do have inspiration from earlier. You have advantage.
18.
So 18. Ooh, so close. So you start to move and you get around the first pillar and you're starting to crawl. And you notice that the orcs have stopped talking. And you see they're listening and looking around, and you just stand still. You tuck yourself up against the ledge of the raised DS, and you lay absolutely still. Take a deep breath. You're like, don't see me. Don't see me. Don't see me. And then the orcs start up their conversation again. Take a deep breath, and you slowly begin the stomach crawl back and rejoin your party. And for the sake of ending it tonight, I'm going to say you guys are able to sneak back past the troll because he's still sleeping.
Okay.
And get back into the caverns proper and point over the documents that Finn has recovered. My names are all over the place. I've only made 2 mistakes, though. Finn has recovered. These are old dwarven records of their deepest mines, their deepest mithril mines. And there's a cut where the dagger was, and it is one of these mithril mines, and you gather that this is where the captain went to try and mine his own mithril.
All right.
Cool.
Well done, Finn. Well done.
Thanks.
And this is where we will end the session.
Oh, man.
That last little bit of tension, Jesus Christ.
And we will pick this up next week and find out. We will meet the captain and see what happens there.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Sweet.
So, thank you all for joining us for this first installment of 2 Dungeons Deep. They have successfully infiltrated and exfiltrated the orc camp. They have not recovered the missing book of smithing techniques. They avoided the Balrog once. But they are going to the very root of the mountain, the deepest that the dwarves ever delved, and down in the deep dark of Moria, there are things far older than Sauron. Things that should not be spoken of. We'll see what those things might be next week. So don't miss it. Thanks for watching tonight. I hope you all enjoyed it. And we will see you tomorrow night for Mini Painting with Lindsay. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
And stay proficient. Bye.